What's up YouTube? Mr. Ferguson back once again. Thank you guys so much for coming back for another video here in Central North Carolina, where the warming streak has kind of come to an end. It's not cold here in Central North Carolina, but it is definitely much cooler than what we had previously the last time we put out a video here in February. We were going through a lot of 70s with higher low temperatures. So anyways, we'll show you the lawn. Basically today I want to show you the, I don't know, probably roughly 2-week update on our Milorganite that we spread out in our front yard. We've had 2 doses of rain since then, and so we just want to show you that and also what the lawn's looking like. That's pretty much all that we can really do in the winter months, besides some talking head videos that I've just not been motivated to put out for you guys. So we got some update on some grass and things of that nature. So thank you for tuning in. Big shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know about you guys with the Super Bowl, but I thoroughly enjoyed that game. Don't care anything about the halftime show. I always go and take my shower. We invited Mr. Kevin over this year. He came and watched the game with us. But the game I loved without a shadow of a doubt. It was one of my favorite Super Bowls to see Patrick Mahomes get shut down the way he did with that defense. I love that Super Bowl. My cousin in West Virginia is a massive Eagles fan. He's always been a massive Eagles fan. He's not on the train. He didn't jump on board. He's been a big fan since Randall Cunningham and all them back in the day. So I cheer for them, being that Carolina stinks. I cheer for the Eagles for his sake, if you will. So I didn't think they would pull it off. I honestly thought Kansas City always finds a way to win. But man, the defense just shut that guy down, and I loved it. So I just want to throw that out there for all of our Pennsylvania and Philly fans out there. So we're just going to turn the camera around and just show you the lawn today. That's the plan. And give you an update. One is really annoying that I'm looking at right now, and I'm going to show you that here in a second. But let me show you the update for our grass. So once again, just as a reminder, you guys know the Heavy Fert liquid app we sprayed last time damaged some of the edges, and we put down lawn soil. We put down seed right here, and this is what we're looking at. It's still somewhat wet from rain that we got yesterday. I don't see, there might be a little bit of, I may see a little bit of germination in there, in some of this dirt right here. Not a ton, and maybe it's not at all. It could be fooling me. But basically we put lawn soil from Scott's with starter fert in here. We tilled up the ground. We put some grass down. We were like, hey, this is a cool little test. You know, a lot of people, there's nothing wrong with spreading seed in the cold months. It may germinate over time. It may pop up in the spring. Temps have to be right in our soil, right? But I was just curious to see, could we get germination in the quick amount of spring-like weather we were having here? It doesn't look like that's the case, but I have no doubt this will fill in, hopefully with the good grass and not with anything Poa annua, which I seem to be seeing a little more of on the edges and things of that nature. With all the warming over here as an example, you see all of this. This is definitely Poa annua. As you see over here, we don't have the seed heads on it yet, but all of this, it always pops up outside the lawn, and inside the lawn, obviously it's clearly more difficult to pull out. But if you're new to grass and you're seeing this lime green plant that's really waxy looking, I guess, on the leaves, that would be the Poa annua. It is starting to, when it gets really cold, Poa annua won't pop up. When it gets, 50s and a little bit warmer, that's when it really starts to germinate more. But as far as color, we're here in the backyard. We've still got that mix of, over here you can see it's more yellowy, in the middle it's more green. We've not put anything back here since fall. For whatever reason, we got one really dark spot out here, and again, as I showed you guys last time, man, it just goes to tell you, it just looks awesome over here. It's just a blanket of dark green grass over here. This is just gorgeous. Look at this. Look at the difference. Like, I don't know, because why I guess this maybe came up after some of the deep cold. I don't know, but you just see this beautiful green And this may be the Jonathan Green. This is honestly, this may be that Shady Nooks we put over here. I can't recall what I spread over here. I want to say we put GCI turf, but I can't remember, guys. I'm getting older. If you remember, let me know. But man, it doesn't have any of the yellow. It's just, and obviously new grass coming up looks great, but it is the best looking grass in the whole entire lawn. As clearly just right over here, you've got the mix of a little bit of brown, a little bit of yellowy throughout the lawn over here. But over here, it is that perfect hunter green, just beautiful looking grass. And so, and back here as well, speaking of the Poa annua, back here, I was noticing yesterday we were draining our hot water heater to do that task and to put in a new element. But you can see some of the green back here. I think all of this is some of that bluegrass that I told you guys had washed down, but I'm seeing a little bit of green and all over the place, even over here. And I'm not quite sure it's bluegrass. That could be. It looks like it is, because as you see up through here, through this area, guys, you can see where this is likely some of that blue panther that's just sprouted up in these areas, as I showed you last time. But over here, the color contrast, look at the difference in color. Super light green on the left, super dark like Eagles green on the right. So I don't know, this may be Poa, but it doesn't look like Poa. It looks very stringy. And to my knowledge, that blue panther was 100% bluegrass. So I don't know. We'll see what this ends up being. This is the area where I put it. So I don't know. We'll find out. But basically the backyard is exactly the same. What I have to work on, and when we do get a semi-warm day, is these stupid devil balls, which I hate, which are the gumballs. Man, they are everywhere. I've got a couple. I've cut down all the trees in my lawn where I found gumballs because I hate them to death. But the neighbors got some big ones, and as I look up, I don't know if you guys can see, but there are gumballs all over up there that have yet to fall, and I really hate them. And yes, we can break our blower out, and sometimes it can help with leaves, but really for these gumballs, unless you guys have a suggestion, raking, just old-fashioned hand raking is the best way to clear this out. And I'm tired of stepping on them, like when I'm having to go down here to the shed to get the ladder to go up in the attic. I hate gumballs. It just feels dirty under your feet and nasty. And of course, you look over here, the whole landscape, it is nothing but those disgusting gumballs. Why did the Lord allow gumballs to fall in our grass? I don't know. What purpose do they serve? I don't know. The Lord has a reason for all things. This one I don't know yet. If you know what the purpose of gumballs are, let me know in the comments. I need some encouragement. I hate these things. If I could have my way, I would cut down every single gumball tree because I hate raking these things. But one of the lawn tasks I'm going to have to do when we get some warm temperatures is come out here and do some good old-fashioned hand raking. And it does look so much better once we do it. But it's all over the place, especially back here, as you can see in the corner over in this general area over here. So that's one thing I've got to do here coming up soon. Other than that, just coming up to the front yard over here, you see some of the moss. I do have some mossy areas back here. I continue to get moss coming in. This area, as I told you guys, don't get some sun. So I've got some moss out from Scott's in this little container right here. So periodically I throw that out. But just so you know, if you do have a moss issue, this is a temporary solution with the moss out. It goes away. I put it down. It's a powdery substance. I just spread it by hand, and then it will come back several, I don't know, a month or two. I don't really time it. It does end up coming back. So it's likely the pH of this area, but do still have moss over here. And this general area, the grass continues to look good. It's just still got that tingy, wintry look to it, as we've been talking about. As far as the Milo, as I came out here the other day, I wanted to say, man, it looks like it made a difference, but as I come out here this morning, it doesn't look that way. It's still, you know, you guys can still see the cut or the mow. It looks exactly the same height. Not a lot. It's not bushy. It's not growing. It seemed like yesterday, and now it doesn't as I look at it, that it really had maybe absorbed some of that after the last rain we got, and was taking some of those, the microbes maybe woke up for a minute, but it doesn't seem, I'm wrong on that is what I'm just basically trying to say. There's not a lot of change, but stuff like this is a little, quote, out of order, I guess you will, a little bit of extra growth in things like this right here. Now this, and even as I talk, it's sprinkling and starting to rain a little bit, but it's chilly out here. It's in the 40s, sticks, you know, we've had windstorms, but pretty much everything's the same. So yes, we've squashed the idea, you know, can we just throw out FERT at any time? Sure, yeah, of course. Will the FERT actually do anything? No. We need to be in the proper temperatures. We physically have tested that now. Yes, I know those in the comments are like, what are we doing? Like, this is silly. It's great to read things and ask Google, and guess what? Probably it's going to be correct, but I like testing things. I like seeing it for myself. And so even in warm trends during the winter months, the soil, we have to keep ourselves reminded it's not the outside air temperatures that we're dealing with, it's what's under the ground. The soil temperatures are still cold, so those microbes are not active, they're not working, and so we need to keep that in mind when we want to get out here on those warm days in the beginning of spring. We need to let the dirt, we need to look at soil temperatures. That's why the lawn care plans push soil temperatures. Soil temperatures is what's going to guide us in when to do the action things that we're going to do without wasting our money, because we know lawn care products, feeding our lawn is not cheap, right? So we got to pay attention to the soil temps. So there you see, we've had lots of rain. The leaves have just been coming down in the gutter, and we've got lots of water over here in the gutter over here. But yeah, I need to pick up some sticks and stuff, but the lawn continues to look exactly the same. Dad was over here, your grass is still looking good. I said, yeah, it's looking good. It's just, you know, hanging in there. It's not beautiful, it's not wonderful, but it's grass, you know. It's green yellow. It's my old high school colors, but yeah, it's hanging in there. So that's pretty much going on, all that's going on, guys. It's not there's not much to report. I just wanted to show you the update after the end of the warming trend. Did anything happen? And the answer is no. We've just basically, if we were on a budget, we would be upset that we wasted $20 because it didn't really do much at all. And it's weird because when we look at this, it's similar to the project lawn. And again, I apologize, we're not able to show you the project lawn. It's just always dark when I'm up at the church. So I'm trying to find a time. I need to do it after church, I guess, to get you guys a video of that, just to show you and document what's going on there. But you can see, like on the bank, look at that, it's like a greener color on the bank, where on the, like right here in these areas, they're more yellow right here, and then like right like this, it's like a white yellow color like right in front of us, and then over in the middle of the lawn it's a little bit darker green, and it's patchy in that. And so why is that the case? Not sure. That's just, I guess, some of the grass being dormant and protecting itself. So again, from Central North Carolina, not much to report, not much to really talk about. The next thing we're looking at is those soil temps to continue to rise up, and right now we're just continuing to stay cool. We're continuing to be in hoodie and sweatshirt temps, and things are just slow in lawn care. So thanks to all that continue to come and watch the channel. Let me know your thoughts on gumballs. Is anybody else getting out in the lawn, getting the gumballs out of the lawn? I'm not coming out in these cold temps. This is football throwing weather, if you will, but yeah, just we're continuing to take that break and wait, and when soil temperatures begin to warm up, we'll finally get out here, we'll start mowing, we'll start losing a little bit of the winter weight, maybe in the belly right here on Mr. Ferguson. And so yeah, I'm anxiously looking forward to it. So hope you guys have a great week. Thank you for tuning in for this pretty boring video. I don't mind saying that myself, and so give it a like if you enjoyed just something, you know. And so we'll try to film more of other things. Like I said, I'm gonna throw some golf stuff in there for the golfers, and it may or may not interest some of you guys. I hate to bore you, but it's something else to speak of during these lulls in the lawn care topic. So God bless you. See you next time.